guys, welcome back to my channel. It's my second episode for my quarantine tales. I'm currently in Cebu, Philippines. I am on my day 3 of my hotel quarantine. So this is not any sponsored ad. This is just actually me sharing my personal experience and hoping that this might be of value to those who are planning to travel here, but you're not an OFW like me. So it's a bit tricky, to travel here to the Philippines on your own. You shoulder everything with the expenses, the hotel expenses, transport, your flight, everything. Just because you are working for yourself or you are not an OFW, but that's okay. So I just want to share something that I have been receiving a lot of queries about, and that is about the hotel facilities or the hotel quarantine details. So many of the questions that I get asked a lot, especially in my Facebook Messenger, especially to those who have been watching my quarantine tale video, the first episode, all about like preparations, the documents you need to prepare prior to arriving here in the Philippines in the middle of crazy pandemic, crazy quarantine. So this question is the hotel free? I'm not an OFW. Who shoulders the hotel quarantine? That's a common question, and that's very relevant. And I also did my own research prior to coming here to the Philippines, like will somebody sponsor me? Is the government gonna sponsor the hotel quarantine? But I realized the answer to that is no. So only the OFW gets sponsored by the government through OWA. Otherwise, if you're a Balikbayan or if you are just a returning resident, similar to myself, then the bad news is you shoulder everything yourself. But that's okay because, it's worth it if you are traveling here to see your family. Like in my case, yes, I live in abroad. I've been working so hard in abroad, and I really want to visit my mom. She's gonna celebrate her birthday on the 18th of October, and that's my primary reason why I came here to the Philippines, enduring all the hurdles and challenges coming here, especially with a lot of restrictions in different transits. So anyway, before I move on, life has those simple pleasures, and during this hotel quarantine stay, I know that many people feel sad or feel depressed or feel restricted, like quarantine 10 days, what am I gonna do? Watch all the television shows or Netflix? But actually in my case is not. There are small pleasures, especially if we start to open our eyes and see where are those small pleasures. And now here I am, although I couldn't get any massage because they won't allow masseuse from outside to actually come into my hotel room. I am basically isolated, but there's this technology called Food Panda. Praise God, I am here in Cebu, and there are a lot of restaurants and food choices, even cafes that offer really good food. So I ordered this Buffalo Brad's hot wings, New York Buffalo Brad's hot wings. So I'm gonna find out if it's really hot. This is not any paid ad or sponsored ad. I was just hungry, and I was looking for, like, I want some food that's not hotel food. I want to taste something like it's like as if I went to a restaurant. So this is the best alternative. So I ordered their half dozen hot wings. So it's still warm, not hot. It's still warm. So yeah, and moving back to the question, non-OFW, is my hotel free or not? Again, the answer to that question is it's not. So coming here in my hotel, I am staying in Appleton Boutique Hotel in Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City. No, not Cebu City, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. The reason why I picked out this hotel is first, I was here already before 3 years ago. There was a conference here with some international speakers, and I billeted here in this hotel. So I had already an experience or knowledge about staying here. And the second is, I have no intention of going around Cebu City anyway. So I picked a hotel that's not in Cebu City but somewhere near Mactan. So Lapu-Lapu City is quite near Mactan. It's just like 20 minutes by drive away from the Mactan airport. So I plan, after the 10-day quarantine, go to the airport and proceed to Tacloban City, where I am going to stay for the remainder of my stay here in the Philippines. So yeah, that's a challenge when you come here and then you have to book your own hotel, right? You have to pick your hotel, and some hotels are fully booked. Like I checked Quest Hotel because I also stay in that hotel whenever I'm in Cebu for some business meetings. They're fully booked even after like 1 month from now. They're really full. So there are lesser known hotels like similar to this one, Appleton. It's an okay hotel. So yeah, but again, we get to appreciate, and the beauty of this hotel, especially if you're coming here for purposes other than hotel quarantine, is that after you're done with your quarantine, there is an outlet store. There are outlet stores just across the street. Timberland, Charles and Keith. It's like the outlet place of those branded stuff. So that's one of the things that is attractive regarding this Appleton Hotel. So I just booked my hotel booking through booking.com, and they had a cancellation policy 48 hours before the first day of my booking. And since I pushed through, of course, I didn't cancel. That's why I'm here. And I just booked 7 days because coming from Norway, I thought like Norway is on the green listed countries. However, according to the Bureau of Quarantine green list countries, Norway is not yet in that list. They base their list on the 30th of September, and they implement the list from the 1st of October until October 15. Any changes would have to happen after October 15. So I just happened to be in this window wherein I had to quarantine for 10 days. So I just extended. I booked through booking.com again for 2 more nights. So as to extend my stay, a total of 10 days and 9 nights for my hotel facility quarantine. So so far, I haven't paid yet because I believe they're gonna charge me at the end of my stay to minimize contact. So that's okay. But my expectation is I'm gonna pay. It's not the government who's gonna pay for me. So that answers your questions. Of course, if there are changes in between, I will let you know. So in this hotel, I booked um, I got the booking that has free breakfast. And since my room is basically a room for two, they run out of rooms that's just for single people, or like for single bookings. I booked the one for a couple, but I'm just alone. My husband's not here. So in breakfast, I requested that. I requested for two packed lunch or packed breakfasts, and then two brewed coffee. Just to, I'm paying for two people anyway. So if I'm hungry in the middle of the day, then I have something to eat, that kind. But of course, there are pleasures like the Food Panda. They deliver almost 24/7. So that's one of the things I'm grateful for, even though I'm here on my hotel quarantine. And another thing that I'm very grateful for is that I have this work from home setup business. So the 10 days, they're like a breeze because I've been working from home since the pandemic started anyway. So this is no different. I just changed, locations. It's a hotel instead of my home in Bergen, Norway. So yeah, that's one of the beauty because of having a work from home business or opportunity, because one of my friends, her sister is based in the US, who's married to a doctor, and they have been wanting to come back to the Philippines. Their hometown is in Bohol. So naturally, their final destination from their international flight would have to be Cebu, and then just proceed from Cebu to Bohol. However, the doctor husband could not, imagine what he would do for 10 days being holed up in quarantine in a hotel instead of working, because the time for a doctor, 10 days is very precious, like doing some operations, doing some medical stuff in the hospital. However, if you're in quarantine, you can't do anything else. You can't work from home in a way. It's different. So if you're the kind of person who's looking for a work from home opportunity wherever you are in the world, whether you're in Europe, you're in Australia, in the Pacific, in US, in the Philippines, wherever you are in the world, then this kind of project would be perfect for you, especially during this time of pandemic. So for more information, just reach out to me. I can be reached in my Instagram and in my Facebook Messenger. The links are down below. So if this video has been of value, it answered some of your questions, or if you have more questions, then please feel free to drop me a message in my Facebook or Instagram. I would gladly help or answer your queries regarding quarantine, especially during these uncertain times. And if this has been of value, please do share this to your friends. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this to your friends. And I hope to share more value. I am more than willing to hear input from you as to the content of my next videos on current events, beauty, or travel. So have a great day, everyone. God bless you. Bye-bye.